You said something about the World Cup. Were you a soccer fan?
No, everybody talked about the World Cup so I had to sort of get involved in it in the conversation anyway.
Well, we had a tough time with it, frankly. I don't like watch soccer, but we were in France and we went to Croatia on the same trip, so we were sort of, kind of torn. And
no, you weren't. When you were in France, you were voting for the French, and when you were in Croatia, you were voting for the Croatians.
Well, it's true,
because otherwise you'd have been killed.
I'm always for the underdog. I like the underdog.
Well, I think everybody does. I think that's fair.
But I think there was just too much, to be in that stage and never before, and up against a team that's been there before. It's tough.
Well, this has been a great year for sports. I mean, here you have an expansion team in hockey going to the Stanley Cup Finals in the first year.
That was amazing.
That has never happened in any sport ever.
No,
okay,
that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know about it because I don't follow hockey either. But man, alive, I'm going. You gotta be kidding. That can't be true.
But speaking of sports, 1978, 40 years ago.
78.
You do not know what the wine. Oh, you do.
You
know the red.
You told me. Well, I don't know the red. No, I have no idea.
So I'm figuring that my dad chose the J. Lohr Jade, which was not vintage at the time.
Yeah, right. And
I think I may have featured that too.
That wine is familiar. It was not. It was like a blend of Gewürz and Riesling, I remember it. It was.
But it had a little residual sugar, which I think during December. December.
Asian, yeah. No.
July.
July, but who's counting?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is what this is, by the way, the classic series for July of 2018 for the Wine of the Month Club, for those of you who haven't figured it out and are still here. Go ahead.
This is, the red was the Rioja from Domecq. D-O-M-E-C-K.
From Domecq?
Domecq.
Rioja from Domecq.
I don't remember the brand, Domecq.
Well, Domecq is the sherry producer.
Right. That's right. Okay, so I don't remember making a still wine like
Rioja,
that.
you say Rioja. No, you're wrong. It's sherry at F. Okay,
Rioja.
That's interesting. I got to look that up. I didn't know they
and that reminds me, we haven't seen, I bet there's one here too, but I haven't seen a lot of Rioja here lately. Rioja.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Spanish wines are very, very popular. I mean, but it's mostly coming from, from how many Spanish wines have we done this year? Tons.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
From central Spain,
right.
In that area that La Mancha. We've had several wines from La Mancha were fabulous wines. They were absolutely delicious.
Well, one of them was. But anyway,
what? Yeah.
Things go through in waves around. No, wait a minute. You're not done yet. This is the preamble.
Oh, this is the preamble.
Oh, my gosh. It's like,
I feel like
I need
Thomas
a producer. So that's, thanks, Ed.
You're welcome, Paul.
Okay, so we had a show. I haven't done a show, a wine show, for 11 years. So we did the
one of those.
Pasadena Bridge Party.
Pasadena Bridge Party.
Craziness. And it was...
Bridge?
People were loving it.
But we're talking about people who are asleep.
No, they're on the bridge.
I thought you were playing bridge.
No, they're on the bridge, the Old Town Bridge. And so we had a spinning wheel there. People were winning corkscrews and wine tote. There was craziness for 5 hours, just absolute slammed. And we decided we're going to come up with a plinko. You know what plinko is?
No.
You drop something from the thing and go ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like they do on Prices Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a plinko game where you drop a cork and it's going to land in wherever you win something. Because they were spinning that wheel for 6 hours. This wheel did not stop spinning.
But the wheel must have got real tired.
We gave... Wheelie?
Wee.
A wheelie Ed?
Wheelie.
So, hey, welcome to the Limited Series for July 2018. Hey, yo. And we have some fun wines. I love this Cabernet Franc. This is why I bought this wine.
This wine's delicious.
I bought this wine because it was Cabernet Franc. It's from Chile, really rare animal. And look at that inky color.
Well, Cabernet Franc is a delicious grape. I mean, people started growing it as a varietal, sole varietal, and bottling it as a varietal, I'd say probably close to 30 years ago. And, nobody bought it, which is a shame. But it's still, people still don't know what it is,
But it's leaner. It's got more cranberry than a Cabernet. Mm-hmm. This one's, it's got the color, which is one of the reasons they put it in a Bordeaux blend.
That is delicious.
This is by itself
absolutely
one of the best.
Delicious wine.
It's a Reserva, so it's been aged in oak. I think it's organic. Is that what it's saying?
I don't remember.
Sustainable.
Yeah, sustainable. That's not necessarily organic, but it's. I mean, $25 is a great price. $15.99 reorder, and you're at a 95, and I'm at a 97.
What do you got? I got this. Not a lot of vanilla, but
No. What you get is cranberry and black cherry and almost a little stone fruit, almost a little white peach or something like that.
It's fascinating to me because it's, it's a cousin of Cabernet, but it's got the texture is totally different, right?
Flavor profile is different too.
Totally.
You need to have it with. You actually need to have this with more substantial.
So isn't that
foods.
fascinating that you have two grapes next to each other? You squish them and you ferment them, and they come out with completely different texture, flavors, and everything. I think that's fascinating.
You do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have two different people tasting the same wine, and they think it's totally different.
That's true too.
Shall
Hey Ed, how are you?
Well, I don't know
That's
about you
98
guys,
for
but
me.
we're having fun.
It's a 97.
Yeah, I'm at a 98. Actually. Now what do you want to do?
Amant.
Now what do you want to drink?
The Zin.
Oh,
Old Vine Zin.
Old Vine Zin.
What are the rules to call something Old Vine? Is it 75 years?
You got to be able to. No, there's no rule.
There is.
There is not. No, there is no. There is just like in France, Vieille Vigne means old vines. It doesn't mean, Well, my old vines are 50. Well, mine are only 12. I mean,
This is great.
there's no. Not that. Not
You know
that
what I
I
like
know.
about this Zin? Is this wonderful mint character in there. Right? It's got a camphor.
I had a bottle of this that was a little crazy. This is delicious. This wine's really, really good. Now, I was so excited to see this because the founder of the winery, Tim Spencer, was actually a good friend of Paul Sr. He would come down personally in his truck from Lodi and bring the wines for Paul to taste. And he was the nicest guy you'll ever meet, just a sweetheart of a guy. And he passed away of cancer about, like over 10 years ago, which is a shame. And now his wife and sons run the operation. I was very disheartened to hear that because he was such a nice guy. And
You said that, and Bruce Nyer said that. So Bruce said, I would come down, I would see 5 accounts. I would see Palsbury Wines and Spirits, my dad's. I would see Wally's. I would see the Duke of Bourbon, and there were 2 others.
Well, probably a couple guys in Orange County.
So, and that was it, as far as fine wine shops were concerned.
Right.
And so here's another guy that used to come down here. Dave Stair used to drive down.
Oh, gosh, sure. I remember Dave really well. I mean, hell, I've known Dave for 45 years.
And I love the spice component.
Yeah.
And the Zin, not strawberry, but...
This is almost more raspberry than strawberry, although Zinfandel is. But, Tim, I remember Tim when he, planted the vineyard. And, of course, everybody's going, Lodi. What's Lodi?
the finish is the most complex thing in this wine. It's just hanging around, and it's got all kinds of character, and I love it.
It's a really nice wine. It's 97 here.
Plum, red plum, all over the damn thing.
All over.
98 for me.
98. It says 97, but we'll take 98.
That's a nice thing. Oh,
Can't take them anywhere.
What do they know? That's my staff not listening to me like usual. Of course, why should they?
In your case, it might be a good thing.
Why should they, huh?
Okay, now.
Hey, don't forget our tastings, first Saturday of the month, getting pretty popular around here. You got to come check us out one night.
I may actually do that.
It's actually a lot of fun.
What time?
From 12 to 5. People start coming around 1.
This is a very interesting wine. Willems.
Willems.
Now, why is it called Willems? It's not a typographical error.
Just a regular old error.
What happened was, and it was pretty, I had to choose the right words to write about it because I love the wine, I think probably 60 years ago, 70 years ago, I don't know, I forgot offhand. A woman named Willems whose last name was Willems, married a man whose last name was Willems, and they traced their family history back like 5 generations.
Don't tell me to the Willems.
Yeah, and they were actually related. I mean, obviously not related enough to get worried about being married, but it was kind of interesting. And they changed the name from Willems to Willems and Willems.
Well, I think this is exquisite. Is it Alsatian? It's German.
No, it's German.
It's Mosel.
From the Mosel.
It is just, I think, spectacular Pinot Blanc.
Well, and how much Pinot Blanc have you had from the Mosel?
Yeah, exactly. That's the other reason. That's why I thought it was
number
Alsatian.
one.
I thought it was Alsatian or Oregon.
Well,
but it's not fat enough for Oregon.
Well, it's not fat enough for Oregon, and it's not even fat enough for Alsace, but it is definitely lean enough for Germany.
The minerality.
The minerals in here, I mean, it's like smelling wet rock.
The citrus.
Now that may not sound nice to some of you, but I love it. Oh, but it has that elusive kind of stone grape.
It was bone dry with
fruit.
only 11% alcohol, which shows you how much sugar was in the grape. But man, talk about.
No, it shows you how much sugar wasn't in the grapes.
talk about a whitefish, barbecued whitefish.
Anything. Talk about Wednesday. We can drink this on Wednesday.
A grilled Wednesday whitefish.
This wine is just spectacular.
Well, Frankfurt on Friday. I don't know.
$25.99, $14.99 reorder price. I'm at a 98 on this one.
Yeah, I'm almost 99 to 100. I mean, this
wine is just out of this world.
Delicious. Terrific. It's terrific.
And nutritious.
We're going to add a little sugar to that next comment, because this has a little bit of residual sugar, not much. It's a Gewürztraminer, which I haven't seen forever.
This wine is actually not that sweet. They're
our friends from Handley.
Oh, when I saw Handley, went, oh God, it's like going home again. I was up there.
The nose is not cloying. It doesn't show that sweetness. The nose is pure spice.
Yeah,
pure Gewürz spice. Wow, wait a minute.
Handley was one of the first Gewürz producers in California.
I'm getting a tangerine at the end of the nose. It's kind of interesting. Wow.
I would tell you right now, there's under 1% residual.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
And the acidity is just nice and clean, and it's got all that nice
just
little
enough
spice
sugar to fatten it. That's
this spiciness and everything. That's a delicious Gewürz.
We don't see it much.
I was just going to say, what the hell ever happened to Gewürz?
Remember the Gunlook Bundschuh commercial with the cop was pulling a guy over say Gewürz? He said, "Say Gewürztraminer."
Yeah, and it used to be so popular, but now it's
Gewürztraminer. See, I'm not drunk.
Some people don't need alcohol.
Yeah, so this is like clove, and it's like baking spice.
You know what the new term for this now that's making it more popular?
What's Stevlin?
Girls are meaner. I have had 3 girls tell me, "Oh, girls are meaner." I said, because I thought that some girl made it up that I met years ago.
That's really cute, Ed. That's so cute, Ed.
I know. Well, I didn't do it. I'm just a reporter. Don't kill the messenger.
Anderson Valley.
The Anderson Valley, beautiful, beautiful place, fabulous wines. Probably the last great wine area in California that people don't know about. Anyway, $14.99. I'm at a 98.
The Anderson Valley was named after Jim Smith, right?
I believe so. And on that note, which I think was a D flat or D minus. Thank you. That's the limited series for July 2018.
Cheers.